Welcome to Hannover Messe, welcome to Schneider Electric here in hall number 11 and to our final talk of the day with the topic Capgemini, elevating factory sustainability, harnessing the power of energy command centers. Now, in the quest for sustainable industrial practices, factories are adopting innovative solutions like energy command centers to optimize energy usage and to cut environmental impact. Join us now, join the panel to explore the benefits ECCs bring, facilitating real-time monitoring, analysis and control of energy consumption. And hear from our two industry experts at Schneider Electric and Capgemini as they share insights, success stories and strategies for using ECCs to build greener, more cost-effective factory environments. And please welcome with a big round of applause, Nicolas Rousseau and Steffen Stang.
Thank you. Yeah, now it's working. Hi everyone, a real pleasure, and thank you, Steffen, for welcoming us here. It's a real honor also to share the stage with you. A little bit as a word of introduction, since again sustainability has been one of the keywords for this fair and way beyond. A little bit, so I just wanted to take that angle just to say that it's a major topic, and somehow I wanted to start a little bit with this, if it works. Here we go. So just a little bit to set up the scene about the Capgemini sustainability journey and what we want to achieve. So as you can see here, we've been committing for quite some time already towards the net zero approach, so which is bringing us to 2040 and reducing our emissions by then. We want to be also 100% renewable pretty fast. But at the end of the day, it's also what is the impact that we're making on the market? How do we go to our customers and help them save a lot of these CO2 emissions that we want to do? So you see the commit, the hike, the monitoring report, which you know a little bit. But the real point for us, okay, and I will hand over to you, Steffen, before going further, but the real question is how do we make it happen? How can we have a significant impact also in this journey and go there? But maybe from the Schneider side, maybe Samiko on your hand.
Yeah, thank you, first of all, Nicolas, for being here together with you and sharing our journey on the ECC, as both companies here really collaborate quite well. And to echo you a little bit, of course, in Schneider, we are also fully committed to become net zero, along the entire value chain, from the products we're getting into the company, producing our products, and then, of course, also deliver this to the customers. And even on top, we in Schneider, we have built our entire product portfolio in a way that we helping our customers in terms of digitalization and electrification to create an impact. In this case, really an impact on sustainability. And the digitalization story especially helps customers to become more efficient, in terms of what they produce. So if you really gather data along the entire process of your production, you can really drive efficiency, quality of the product, but even more important in this case, you can also track and trace the entire energy consumption. From the beginning of the production process, probably even receiving the energy data from whatever your supplier is shipping to you, and then this can be completely reported. And electrification, of course, is extremely important for us, as we all believe with solar, wind, for example, that we can drive really the change to more green energy. And this is all based on, as I said, more these renewable type of energy. So, and this is why we think that's a great example that we can share. And back to you, Nicolas, to drive us a little bit into the energy command center.
Yeah. Thank you, Steffen. And so just to be a bit more specific, what we wanted to address here from the Capgemini's perspective were the Scope 2 emissions, and especially what was coming out of our facilities and buildings. So this is a journey we initiated back in 2020, so right in the middle of the pandemic, so where things were not that obvious. But we had really started to see and look how can we really reduce the energy consumption in our building, which happened to be empty at that time. But really, how do we go there and optimize it? And since we happen to partner with Schneider for quite some time already, this was somehow a natural way for us to go and proceed, was really to take the great products that we had seen and really apply that to our own scope. And clearly, so this is where things originated. Okay, so what you do see here is a journey that started back in 2020. Okay, and that we're now very proud to present on stage and really bring to the market in a much broader way. So if you allow me to just show you a little bit of video where we do okay, what it is, and then go a little bit more into the specifics about what that means in. I think we have an issue with the sound.
Fully to 100% renewable energy. And that's where we come in. Capgemini stands future ready at the forefront of innovation and has already transitioned to 100% renewable energy across Capgemini offices in India. By 2040, we aim to reduce carbon emissions by 90%, and by 2030, save our clients 10 million tons of CO2. To meet our sustainability ambitions, we've created a state-of-the-art facility with an IoT-based architecture for intuitive resource management, and we call it the Energy Command Center, combining sustainability and digitization.
All the energy consuming assets across various India facilities are not only monitored but controlled from here.
The ECC analyzes energy demand and supply optimization, energy asset performance monitoring in real time with predictive maintenance, resulting improvement in operational efficiency, decrease in maintenance costs, surge in asset utilization, all while aiming to improve employee well-being. We are aiding to decarbonize the Indian grid by trailing back the surplus clean energy. Designed for operational and geographical scalability, the ECC has sparked global acclaim. We are making strides on our journey to net zero. Come transition with us to a sustainable tomorrow. Get the future you want with Capgemini.
So this was really the marketing piece out of it. But since we're in Hannover Messe, I guess it's time also to deep dive a little bit into what's the real thing behind. Maybe Steffen, if you can elaborate a little bit about what are the great products that you've been implementing here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Nicolas. And also I want to express again how proud we are really that you built the ECC based on our standard products. Yeah? Now, obviously, if we have seen in the video, it all started with a building in India, Capgemini owns. But you could also obviously think of any type of industrial production is also happening in a building. So this is why we could apply the same approach all over. So if you now get back to the idea, it started in a building. So if you think about a building, how do we digitalize? How do we really build something like this? So there's obviously like a basic SCADA in a building, and we have our EcoStruxure building advisor, yeah, to automate the building and really already start in getting data for the ECC. If you now think about the energy overall challenge, then you also need to think how does the energy obviously come to the industrial side, to the building. So we have also our EcoStruxure microgrid advisor, yeah, which obviously is also a major part of the ECC. Yeah? Then you need to monitor the engineering. So we have our EcoStruxure energy monitoring. Yeah? And so you see already the story. Based on standard products selected by Capgemini, we deliver to our customers. And as I said, we are fully committed to these products. We built a story here, a foundation. And since everything is based on EcoStruxure, so Schneider started over 8 years ago to build EcoStruxure as a platform where we put all these products on top. The advantage is now obviously for using it in this solution or in other solutions, all these products can easily share data. So it's not siloed, you can easily exchange the information, share the data and build these type of solutions. And on top, for customers, of course, it makes it very easily. If you have the same type of services, the basic services like identity, maybe data storage, then you can also drive the user experience for the customers extremely seamless and makes it very, very easy. So now I talked a lot about our products, and I would ask you, Nicolas, how was the experience to integrate our products to build the ECC and make it finally happen and functional as we have seen in the video?
I'd say seamless, smooth, without any burden, and right away. No, I mean, I wish it would have been the same, but a bit more seriously. So we've done it in a quite staged manner, I guess, and I will elaborate because a little bit what's important there, because as you may imagine and figure out, this is a brownfield area. Okay, so if we transpose from the buildings to the factory, this is a brownfield area. So each of the 23 facilities that we're addressing here, okay, is different. Okay, as a separate setup, as an history, and this is what we needed to build on. Okay, so somehow, if I may take a few takeaways from also the journey that we've made, I mean, the first one and most important one is that technology is holding the promise. Okay, so I think that when I'm engaging with some of our end customers, okay, we see some skepticism still about what do the digital technology bring as a value. Okay, should I invest €1 into expanding my facilities or expanding something that I know it's going to bring me money, or should I be investing in digital technologies that will bring me something eventually? So I think here we made the proof, and that's the tangible basis that we wanted to engage on when going to the market together, which was it's real. Okay, so that's point number one. The point number two is obviously brownfield, okay, because not every company can start over there, but it's also working brownfield. And the last but not the least, which I was mentioning, is really to take the time. Okay, so we auto rush for ROI, we auto rush for payback. Okay, but what we did see from this journey is that really taking the time to properly integrate with the brownfield, to properly take the time to integrate in a staged manner those different technological breaks is also making the difference. So I think this is really important when we want to go there to say all the 9, I think we have 9 blocks that we're using from Schneider. Okay, so that we're already taking. Okay, it's really the time to design the path to success. And what success looks like in this particular case is that we've been able to reduce our energy emissions by, our energy consumption, by 30%. So 30% energy savings in 3.5 years, okay, across our Indian facilities. And guess what? We're now going to Europe. We're now going to the US to really bring that at scale based on the same architecture. Okay, because again, we're always hearing when we go to the brownfield, it's always the question of scale. It's always the question of how do I go from a POC that is happen to be successful, but with that scale up, would that bring the value that I want to get in my different facilities across the world, across my regions? And luckily, okay, we can claim that the answer is yes. So I guess this is really what's really important. And really, probably back to you, Steffen, a little bit, somehow about the forward-looking, about going to the market. So somehow, what do you see? How should we go there?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I want to personally express that I now fully believe that with the standard products you are used here to build the ECC, we are really able to drive, to change the energy landscape out there. So, and as both companies are perfectly equipped, with the consulting services, with the deployment services, to really implement this at almost every industrial facility, almost every building. So I think now we actually need to bring our sales forces also together. So far we mainly worked on the R&D side, but now we have to build joint sales teams as well to obviously show the good news and the possibilities. They are really doable with this ECC solution to the customers, to the joint customers. Maybe some customers you might have access to, others Schneider. But this is how I would obviously think we now need to go out there jointly together, really show the full story from the consulting, from the deployment, and also the service later on, to run this. I mean, you still need to think about an energy command center. Someone needs to operate, someone needs to run it. I mean, it only makes sense if you take the benefit out of your daily work, to really do the energy saving. So, and again, both companies are extremely good equipped to do this together.
And at the end, maybe as a conclusion, because beyond the Capgemini example, I think it's very worth when we're engaging on the market to say, okay, what does that bring in real? So what we wanted to make a final statement on is really what it does bring in real life. Okay, and what you do see here are 4 examples of effective projects we've been jointly delivering, okay, and somehow the business outcomes that are being brought at scale. So again, back to my be a broken record a little bit about the technological promise that we're jointly making here, okay, integrating those technologies in a proper way, okay, this is the real thing that is coming out of that. Okay, so back to my opening statement, okay, when you look at it, okay, it's combining technology, it's combining financial impact, and it's combining sustainability. So for me, really, this is the perfect example of the things that we can bring from an intelligent industry perspective, which is a little bit the trademark that we have at Capgemini, but also really the life is on really the Schneider side to really make sure that we're impacting our customers' business at scale, okay, and with some good sustainability goals that we're having here. Maybe the final word on you?
I can just again echo what you said. Over the last year, I visited more and more customers who either did partly already somewhat of the journey, others they're looking already at the full scope, but it's all over the same. I think we get more and more the pressure to really drive energy efficiency, to also serve the sustainability needs. In some cases, we are also seeing this in the discussion with customers that there is a value also for the suppliers to share energy data with their end customers, because they also need to incorporate this in sustainability reports or maybe comply to certain standards. So therefore, this is not just that everything looks probably more green. There's really a customer value also in documenting and track and trace this across the entire production life cycle and really use the information and the data then in the end customer's product. So therefore, I think it's a fantastic example we achieved here together, and I'm really happy that we had the opportunity today to speaking to you and share this with all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.